Magandang araw ho sa inyo. Pag-usapan natin ngayon ito ho nga pagsisinungaling ni Torion kahapon doon sa hearing nila Bato de la Rosa. Sabi nga, it was a biased hearing kasi ang dating pinagtutulungan nila, ginigisa nila itong si General Torre. Eto, pakinggan nyo. Yung mga misleading siya rito eh. Ang tono niya lamang is yung paawa effect. Okay?
We would like to begin by quoting People versus Arota, Your Honor, where the Supreme Court said that it is simply not allowed in a free society to enforce a law or to violate a law rather, to enforce another, especially if the law violated is the Constitution itself.
Okay. So pinupunto niya rito that the law violated is the Constitution itself. The Bill of Rights, Article 3. Okay? Ang Bill of Rights natin. Ang nagamit section 1, sinasabi na no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process. Ngayon, ang sinasabi naman po nila rito kasi, yung presensya ng mga pulis doon, ang nagde-deprive sa lahat ng yon ng mga karapatan ng mga members. Mga members na nagki-claim na sila daw po ay may-ari noong compound. Alam nyo, hindi lang po katulad kong pilosopo etong si General Torre, kaya naging general eh. Kasi kung ako, hahanapan ko ng proof of ownership ang mga taong yan. Diba? O sige, kayo ang may-ari ng compound. Show me the proof. Because these people were made to believe by faith that they are the owners, the co-owners. Eh kung totoo po yan, bakit po isang matandang mama ang kinuha nila ni Kibuloy na maging administrator? Bakit si Duterte na mas matanda pa sa kanya? Eh dapat pagkukuha ka ng administrator, may kakayanan. Di ba? May kakayanan na mag-administer talaga. May kakayanan ng mangalaga. Bakit yung matanda? Oh. Di ba? So hindi kayo ang may-ari, si Duterte. Malay nyo. Di ba? Kasi mahirap i-scrutinize pag simbahan, di nga nabubuwisan yan, exempted yan eh. Hindi ko sinasabing doon tinago yung mga kayamanan ha. Hindi ko sinasabing ganun.
What we are seeing here, actually, Your Honor, is the rape of the 1987 Constitution in the guise of the enforcement of a warrant of arrest. We feel, Your Honor, deeply that while we may concede that there is indeed a warrant of arrest, the validity of which is still under question before the Court of Appeals.
Okay. Inanda ko talaga to. So sinasabi niya, yung validity daw po ng warrant of arrest para doon sa yung isang babae na binanggit doon na si Mangot yata yung apelido ng babaeng wanted na yon. Yung address ay sa Pasig. Pero naglulungga sa KOJC at kaya po pinuntahan ni Kibuloy, ay ni na General Torre. Siyempre, kasama na rin naman yung ibang mga wanted doon na pugante dahil i-serve na yung warrant, hindi lang nahuli. Diba? Ngayon, ito yung sinasabi niya na sa Supreme Court, sa Court of Appeals daw, yung warrant of arrest na yan ay under question, mga kapatid. Hindi po nangangahulugan na question ang warrant of arrest ay wala na po itong visa till it is in effect. Okay?
We feel that the same should not be used as a license to violate fundamental rights of citizens.
Okay. Ngayon sabi rito, ito Court of Appeals ito di ba ito nung nilabas po ito. Dapat nga maintindihan nila eh. Nung naglabas ng temporary protection order noong August 27 ang Davao RTC. Ito po ay nangangahulugan, yung TPO na yon, ito po ang paniwala nga nila ay pinaralayas na ang mga kapulisan. 'Di ba? 'Yun ang paniwala nila. Pero merong paglilinaw mismo yung judge na yon na ang purpose ng kanyang TPO ay para po ma-restore lamang na makapagsamba uli yung mga members, yung mga estudyante makapag-aral uli. Alisin yung mga hindrances sa kanilang daraanan. Pero hindi raw nito tinawawalang bisa ang warrant of arrest. nadala nila Torre. Ibig sabihin, the judge himself recognized that the warrant is valid. Ngayon, eto pa. Challenge ito kahit na naglabas ng ganun yung judge kasi nga sabi ni Boying kakasuhan niya yun eh. So, ang ginawa nila Torre, question pa po yan TPO. Kinatigan ng Court of Appeals ang TPO. Anong sinasabi doon? Na kung pabayagan ang ginagawa ng judge ng RTC ng Davao City, ito ay nagko-contradict doon sa desisyon noong Marso na 2024 ng Supreme Court na pinapayagang ilipat ang kaso mula Davao City patungo sa Quezon City. Okay? So dapat po, ipunto ko rito, common sense ang gamitin. Sa desisyong ito, sinight ng Court of Appeals yung nauna ng desisyon ng mas mataas sa kanilang korte. So nangangahulugan po, either ignorante ito, si Attorney Torion, o he was trying to mislead the Senate sa hearing na yan. By making it appear, pinapalitaw niya na walang bisa nga dapat ang warrant of arrest na yan. Kasi kino-question namin yan. Alam po niya yan bilang dean ng College of Law. Kahit under question, unless dinesisyonan na with finality, everything must be with finality. Okay? Para maging executory, maging final. Diba? Huli agad.
Third persons not included in the warrant of arrest. In this case, Your Honor, from the get-go, when General Torre allegedly served the warrant of arrest, we already informed him that the warrant he was bringing was only one, that of a person in the name of Sylvia Semanes.
Ayun, si Manis pala, kala ko,
with an address in Pasig City. We felt that if he was informed that if he was given that information, he would adjust and look for other copies of the warrant. We know that we may be served with other copies of the warrant, but until now, there is no service. The warrant of arrest was used to destroy the rights of individuals. Tear gases were used, and despite the clear evidence to the contrary, PNP denies this.
Okay. Ito ngayon. Sinasabi niya, pumunta rito sina Torre, dala nila isang warrant of arrest lamang laban kay Sylvia Semanes. Tama po yun. Pero, dapat po niyang maisip din ng maigi ay may mga outstanding warrant of arrest na sa ibang mga miyembro. Kaya nga nagtatago yung 4 na kasama ni Kibuloy, kasama si Kibuloy. 'Di ba? So, hindi porke ito common sense na to eh. Hindi porket hindi nakita, hindi sila nahuli nung pumunta nung June 10 ang PNP at yung NBI kamakailan lang at nabuking na nasa Payola pala sila. Ay wala na pong bisa ang warrant of arrest na nabigo ang mga nakaraang pagsisilbi nito para maaresto yung tao. Mawawalan lamang po ng bisa ang warrant of arrest, Gonzala Naive, kapag namatay na po yung subject, kapag na-settle po niya yung kanyang mga inatraso at hindi na po siya kinasuhan. Okay? Doon lang po, pag sinabi ng judge na binabawi na natin yung warrant of arrest o sinabi ng Korte Suprema null and void o kaya pinawawalang bisa na natin ang warrant of arrest. O kapag nahuli na yung tao, doon lang po yung mawawalan ng bisa. And in this case, wala pa hong nahuhuli sa kanilang 5. Okay, 6 po yung wanted. Yung isa, yung babae, si Canada, yung isang Canada, nakakulong na sa Pasig. So, sinasabi ni Torion dito, yung kay Sylvia Semanes, ang ginamit na dahilan para makapagbasag, makapagbutas. O ano naman ngayon, iba rin namang mga wanted. At sa kanilang paniniwala, ito nga yung mga talagang close-in ni Kibuloy at hindi maitatanggi. So, magkakasama sila. 'Di ba? Kaya sabi ko kapag nakita nila sa kanilang paghuhukay, nakuha nila na meron tunnel, malaking dagok na yan sa integrity ng KOJC at ng mga abogado. Sasabihin nila, hindi naman po namin itinanggi na walang tunnel. Pero hindi kayo nakipag-cooperate. Diba? Hindi nyo dinivulge. Dapat, dinisclose. Diba? Kasi bilang officer of the court, ang importante dapat dito ay yung katotohanan. If you withhold truth or facts na makakatulong para ma-resolve ang isang usapin, dapat po dinidisbar yung mga ganyan. Or siguro at least sinususpindi ng 30 years. Di ba ho? From practice. No, si Torion
Freedom of religion, where the cathedral itself has been denied usage to the members. The warrant of arrest has likewise been used as a license to conduct random as well as omnibus search to all the properties in the KOJC compound. It has likewise been used as a license to turn the property into a police garrison where members cannot anymore freely use the school as well as the cathedral as well as numerous rooms located therein. So therefore, Your Honor, we thank you for this opportunity, for giving us a breather. We are hoping and praying earnestly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that after this hearing, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Muslim po siya. Okay, si Torion. Yung ibang mga abogado nila, mga Muslim, mga Katoliko po. Okay? So, dapat po, etong kay OJC nag-iisip. Hindi kaya pinagkakapirahan na lamang kami nito, nung mga to. They're not even members of this organization. Di ba? Dapat maisip nyo na yon. Dapat, kukuha kayo ng abogado nyo, yung kabalahibo nyo. Di ba? Para talagang masabi nyo may malasakit na yung taong ito, ramdam niya yung sakit. Na umaray din sila. Pero kung ang abogado ninyo, galing sa kabilang burol, na hindi rin naman naniniwala sa ipinaglalaban ng kanilang kliyente, di ba? Binubudol kayo niyan. And I was thinking nga na hindi kaya itong mga to, tsaka yung mga vloggers dyan. Yung mga vloggers, they're not members as well of KOJC. Di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko, hindi kaya itong mga taong ito, na mula nung makapasok dyan, ang mga tipsters ng PNP. Di ba? Tapos ngayon, kunwari, nagtatanggol.
The police or the PNP leadership would realize that indeed they may be serving a warrant of arrest, but in the service of such warrant of arrest, they should bear in mind the fundamental rights likewise of third persons not actually mentioned in the said warrant of arrest. Your Honors, the violations here and the evidences are overwhelming, and we hope, Your Honor, that this can be corrected soonest and fast. And we have actually presented, Your Honor, a blow-by-blow accounts of what transpired from August 24 until today, Your Honor, where even the temporary protection order, which was lawfully issued by the regional trial court on the third day, this was brazenly violated.
Another misleading. Iyon po ay diniklara ito ng Court of Appeals as null and void. Ibig sabihin, walang bisa mula pa sa simula.
The temporary protection order was a clear order, Your Honor, which provided supposed judicial relief to third persons who are not affected by the warrant of arrest. The temporary protection order was directed against the restrictions and control being employed by the PNP, which led to grave violations to the constitutional right of third persons to their right.
Okay. Ito yung clarificatory nung judge na si Duaves, yung nag-issue niyan. Siya mismo, clarify niya na hindi niya pinalalayas yung mga pulis.
Right to life, liberty, property, and even security. And that is why they were ordered right away to cease and desist from performing any act or omission that violates the petitioner's rights to life, liberty, or property, and they were ordered to remove any blockade or barrier that may hinder the petitioner's rights to life, liberty, or property. But
tama yung sinabi niyang yun. Kaya nga dito nilinaw. Bakit hindi niya to binabanggit? Na nilinaw. Di ba? Nilinaw, hindi niya pinatitigil yung mga pulis sa kanilang paghahalughog.
What happened after that, Your Honor, was that the cathedral was likewise barred and cordoned, and no member can anymore pray therein. The JMC school was likewise cordoned, and no student can likewise use the same. Even the hangar was controlled by the policemen, and even the lawns and gardens cannot anymore be used by the members despite and in spite of the effectivity of the temporary protection order.
Wala kang effectivity.
We see therefore, Your Honor, here a wanton violation by the police despite the fact that they took an oath to serve and protect. And we pray, Your Honor, that we will be given the chance to show a blow-by-blow account of the various and wanton violations made by the police against the constitutional rights of the members of KOJC and Davaoenos in general, Your Honor.
Marinig natin sa audio, may mga bata.
Okay, so ganito. Ganito, mga kapatid. Yung sinasabi niya, yung mga pulis, kaatas natin to. Sinasabi niya po, yung mga pulis, they took an oath to serve and protect the people, yada yada, blah blah blah, Churbanet. Okay. At sinasabi rin po nila din na karapatan ng tao, karapatan daw ng mga Pilipino na protektahan sila ng kanilang pamahalaan ng gobyerno. Totoo rin po 'yon, na karapatan natin ang proteksyon ng gobyerno. Mula po saan? Sa mga taong katulad nung kanyang kliyente. Di ba? At kahit po yung kanyang kliyente, Kibuloy at yung 4 pang wanted, ay mahuli, puprotektahan pa rin po yan ng ating gobyerno. Di ba? Kasi nga po sila po ay mga mamamayang Pilipino and there's a presumption of innocence, but kailangan po naman sila, kada nga naman batas, na nalabag, ay meron pong itong mga tinatawag pong parusa at saka yung pag-restrain sa kanila para hindi po sila makatakas, hindi makatakbo, di ba? Annabel, Tangaro. Hindi nga ganyan. Tignan nyo yung iba. Heinous crime. So, nangyayari, di ba? Hindi pwedeng mag-bail. Pero protected sila habang nasa kulungan at nililitis ang kanilang kaso. Di ba? Proteksyon pa rin na hindi sila masaktan. Hindi sila mapahama kahit nasa custody. Mali-mali yung mga sinasabi nito ng mga taga-KOJC, ng mga abogado eh. So, I understand naman, that's their job. Malaki ang kita nila. Trabaho yan eh. Diba? Okay, so iwan na natin itong kanyang, ito nga yung pagsisinungaling ni Torion.